Hello again, everyone. This is American Idioms Part 119. This is Part 119 in my American Idioms series, and like the others, I'll present 5 idioms to you numbered 591 to 595. But first, I'll give you a chance to guess their meanings. Then I'll give you the answers along with an additional example for each new idiom. I also recommend that you pause the video at each question to give yourself some extra time to think of the answers. So, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Number 591. Over the hill. And the example is, my uncle thinks he is over the hill, but he's only 45 years old. And in today's world, he's not that old. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is B, to be past the peak of one's life or career. This is what it means when we say someone is over the hill. They're past this peak. They're over the hill, as we say. And in today's world, 45 years old is not that old. You're not over the hill yet. Okay, most people think, right? Like our example, this person's uncle thinks that they're over the hill, but they're not past their peak yet, right? In today's world, people are work until they're 60 or 65 even, right? Okay, here's another example. You know you're over the hill when someone calls you at 8:30 in the evening and you're asleep. All right, maybe you are over the hill. Maybe you're past your peak if you're going to bed at 8:30 at night. Okay, that's what it means if you're over the hill. And now for number 592, a vicious circle. And the example is, high unemployment and crime has led to a vicious circle of poverty and violence in the city. Can you guess the meaning? And the correct answer here is a difficult situation or set of problems where one thing makes another thing happen. Like in our example, what do we have here? We have a difficult situation where there's unemployment and there's crime. Okay, and these events make this vicious circle occur with poverty and violence. Okay, these bad problems that the city has creates this what we call a vicious circle. Okay, here's another example. Lying about anything creates a vicious circle because you have to keep telling new lies to support the old lies. Okay, so what are you doing? You're creating more things. This lie, maybe the first lie that you told, you have to keep on lying, right? It creates this vicious circle, as we say. Okay, that's what it means. And now for number 593. Out of the blue. And the example is, I haven't seen or talked to my high school friend Victor for over 30 years. And then, out of the blue, he calls me last night. Can you guess the meaning? And the correct answer here is B, something that happens unexpectedly. Yes, it happens out of the blue, from nowhere, as we say. Like in our example, this person got a call from his old high school friend after 30 years. And so it came from nowhere, or as we say, out of the blue. All right, that's what it means. Here's another example. I had a bad accident last night when I was riding home from work. Out of the blue, a deer jumped in front of my car and I couldn't avoid hitting him. Okay, so unexpectedly, from nowhere, as we say, this deer jumped in front of this man's car. So we say that the deer came from out of the blue. Got it? Okay, and now for number 594. Toot one's own horn. And the example is, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but my apple pie tastes better than anything you can buy in a store. Can you guess the meaning? And the correct answer is C, to boast or brag about one's own abilities. Like in our example, this person is bragging about how good his apple pie tastes, according to him, right? And by doing this, we say that he is tooting his own horn. All right, that's what it means. Here's another example. I always get annoyed when Jason toots his own horn whenever our team does something well at work, instead of giving credit to the other members of our team. All right, so Jason is bragging about how great he is whenever this team does something well at work. Okay, he's bragging too much and this person doesn't like it. Got it? All right, and now for our final idiom, number 595. In a haze. And the example is, I was in a haze after I took the medication that my doctor prescribed. I think it's too strong for me, so I stopped taking it. Can you guess the meaning? And the answer here is A, not fully aware or alert, having one's attention clouded with something. That's what it means if you're in a haze, like this person. The doctor probably prescribed medication that was too strong for this person. So they were in a haze. They were not alert, right? Let's say they were clouded. Their mind was clouded, or we even say confused. Okay, if you're in a haze, this is what it means. Okay? Like our next example. After Carol heard the bad news about her son's condition, she was in a haze and had a really hard time telling me about it. Okay, so this person found out about their son. Maybe he was sick or he had something wrong with him. So she was probably so upset by it that she was in a haze, or she was confused, or she couldn't think clearly. All right? We also use the expression to be in a daze. This is a similar expression, right? You could be confused also and be in a daze or in a haze. Okay? That's all for this video. Thanks again for subscribing, and please like and share the video to support the channel. And if you don't want to be in a haze, then keep practicing. See you next time.